Hello, everybody. How's it going? All right. We're small but mighty tonight. Thanks for coming out. This is our open mic here at Passim. We do a few of these every month. Just a couple bits of housekeeping that I have to legally tell you before we get going. There are 2 fire exits. One is right there. The second is the door that you came in. Please do turn off any flash or sound on your cell phones. And Sarah's your server. She's taking great care of you tonight. We also got Casey over here on the stream. Yeah, we've got a slightly shorter crew today. I'm going to go ahead and get us started off with a song. A couple things about the open mic. We've got 3 stations up here. You're welcome to use whatever you need. Right here I've got a standing station or high stool if you prefer. We've got vocal mic, instrument mic, as well as a DI. We've got cables and everything, so just plug right in. The exact same thing over here, just lower. And then over here I've got a piano station. The piano will be on in just a moment. Is anyone playing piano tonight? All right. Well, if anybody's inspired, it'll be good to go. Yeah, we do ask that you hold it to 2 songs or 10 minutes. Can everybody say 2 songs? 2 songs. Or 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank you, guys. 2 songs or 10 minutes. I have a giant cane behind this black curtain, and legally I have to yank you off stage after 2 songs or 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get us started. I'm going to do an old folk song that's one of my favorites. It's called Make Me Down a Pallet on Your Floor. It comes to us from Mississippi John Hurt, and I learned it from Gillian Welch, so I'm going to be singing her version of it. Coming up to the stage after me, we're going to have Jim Stanislawski. Check, check. I've got a little bit of everything in the monitors up here. If you want to hear more of your vocals, more of your guitar, more of anything, just let me know. That's it. That's a guitar that was in a cold car for a couple of hours right there. Is anybody at Passim for the first time tonight? Cool, love to see it. Thanks for coming out. You as well? Awesome, very cool. Yeah, we do live music here most nights of the week. We do a bunch of open mics every month. We've also got a school of music upstairs. I'm teaching the bluegrass ensemble this session, and this is one of the songs that we're doing together. Make me down a pallet on your floor. Make me down a pallet soft and low. When I'm broken, I got nowhere to go. Been hanging around with the good time friends of mine. Hanging around with the good time friends of mine. Oh, they treat me very nice and kind when I've got $1 and a dime. Everywhere I see the weary blues, and they're everywhere I back and shoulders tired. The way I'm sleeping, my back and shoulders tired. Come tomorrow, I'll be satisfied if I can catch the fast train and ride. Make me down a pallet on your floor. Make me down a pallet on your floor. Oh, make me down a pallet soft and low when I'm drunk and got nowhere to go. Well, thanks so much, folks. Coming up to the stage, we've got Jim Stanislawski. Give it up for Jim.
Hey everybody, thanks Max. I've never done this before, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to tell you two powerful stories by Bruce Springsteen. These are about very specific places. So this will be a nice, chill, quiet start to your Tuesday night. I guess I'm going to do this a cappella, so think about this, think of like this as like maybe a poetry open mic just with a little beat. This first story is about a dying steel town in Ohio. This is Youngstown by Bruce Springsteen. Here in Northeast Ohio, back in 1803, James and Darren Eaton found the ores lying in Yellow Creek. They built a blast furnace here along the shore, and they made the cannonballs that helped the Union win the war. Here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Here, darling, in Youngstown. Well, my daddy worked the furnaces, kept 'em hotter than hell. I come home from Nam, work my way to Scarfer, a job that suit the devil as well. It was taconite, coke, and limestone, fed my children, made my pay. Them smokestacks reaching like the arms of God into a beautiful sky of soot and clay. Here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Here, darling, in Youngstown. Well, my daddy come on the Ohio Works when I come home from World War II. Now the yard's just scrap and rubble. He said them big boys did what Hitler couldn't do. Well, these mills, they built the tanks and bombs that won this country's wars. We sent our sons to Korea and Vietnam, and we're wondering what they were dying for. Here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Here, darling, in Youngstown. There's more. That was a dramatic pause. From the Monongahela Valley to the Mesabi Iron Range, the coal mines of Appalachia, the story's always the same. It's 700 tons of metal a day. You tell me, has the world changed? Someday I made you rich enough to forget my name. Here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. here, darling, in Youngstown. When I died on a part of heaven, I'd not do heaven's work well. I pray the devil comes and takes me to stand inside the fiery furnaces of hell. There we go, that's it. All right, this last story is about a very specific place, the U.S.-Mexico border, and it's got three main characters. These lyrics are really cinematic for me. When I hear the last part of the song, it's like I'm watching a movie in my head. This is called "The Line" by Bruce Springsteen. I got my discharge from Fort Irwin, took a place on the San Diego County line. Felt funny being a civilian again. It had been some time. My wife had died a year ago. I was still trying to find my way back whole. I went to work for the INS on the line, the California Border Patrol. Bobby Ramirez was a 10-year veteran, and we became friends. His family was from Guanajuato, so the job, it was different for him. He said they risked death in the deserts and mountains, pay all they got to the smugglers' rings. We send them home and they come right back again. Carl Hunger's a powerful thing. Well, I was good at doing what I was told. I kept my uniform pressed and clean. At night I chased their shadows across the arroyos and the ravines. Drug runners, farmers with their families, young children with little children by their side. Come night we'd wait out in the canyons and try to keep them from crossing the line. The first time that I saw her, she was in the holding pen. Our eyes met and she looked away. Then she looked back again. Her hair was black as coal. Her eyes reminded me of what I'd lost. She had a young child crying in her arms, and I asked, "Senora, is there anything I can do?" Well, there's a bar in Tijuana where me and Bobby drink with the same people we met and sent back the day before. We met there, and she said her name was Luisa. She was from Sonora, and had just come north. We danced, and I held her in my arms, and I knew what I would do. She had said she had some family in Madera County if she, her child, and her younger brother could just get through. At night they'd come across the levee in the searchlight's dusty glow. We'd rush 'em with our Broncos and force 'em back down in the river below. She climbed into my truck. She leaned towards me and we kissed. As we drove, her brother's shirt slipped open and I saw the tape across his chest. We were just about on the highway when Bobby's Jeep came up in the dust on my right. I pulled over and I let my engine run and stepped out into his lights. I felt myself moving. I felt the gun resting beneath my hand. We stood there staring at each other as off through the arroyo she ran. Bobby Ramirez, he never said nothing. 6 months later, I left the line. I drifted through the Central Valley and took what work that I could find. At night, I searched the local bars and the migrant towns, looking for my Louisa with the black hair falling down. kind of tough without music.
Give it up for Jim, everybody. Beautiful renditions, Jim. All right, coming up next to the stage, we've got Owen McMahon. And on deck, we've got Dan Reifstick.
Hello. My name's Owen. These are just songs I made up, so I hope you don't hate them. But if you do, that's fine too. This is a brand new song, so if you clap and you don't like it and you hear it again, it's a little bit your fault. But we'll see if I remember the words. I'm calling it Anna and her parents, and it goes like this. When Anna was 12, she knew one thing for certain. She was way too human to be a good enough person. She'd stay up late and she'd cry about heaven. Forever brought questions and antidepressants. Well, Mom and Dad loved their little sweet pea, so they decided to move to a new country. With soldiers, slaves, and the right first kisses. But when everybody's so loud, even God can't listen. Hey, Anna, where you going? I got a big old sandwich here if you want half. Hey, Anna, let's get married. It breaks both our little hearts that you laugh at that. It was a regular day in a regular week when Anna got shot and she died in the street. Mom and Dad, even God wasn't there. Just a man in a vest, and he didn't seem to care. Nana's parents asked the questions now. How a God and a country both let a daughter down. Could go either way between war and depression. I can't imagine American matters in heaven. Hey, Anna, where you going? I got a big old sandwich here if you want half. Hey, Anna, let's get married. It breaks both our little hearts that you laugh at that. When Anna was 12, she knew one thing for certain. She was way too human to be a good enough person. Hey. All right, thanks a bunch. Thanks. Thanks. This song's a little less of a bummer. This song's called Kim from the City, and it's about this girl I pretend to know for the song, whose name is Kim, and she's from the city for the purposes of the song. Well, my name is Kim, and I live in the city. I moved from Long Island, an accountant by trade. I'm pretty shy until you get to know me, but I ain't too shy to kiss on a first date. And that's what I did with this boy with good banter. He bought us both beers and I shared my AC. I was bashfully smiling, looking down at my sneakers. Am I worthy of love? Is love worthy of me? Well, Dave's name was Dave. It'd be weird if it wasn't, since that's what it said on his Bumble profile. And though it was gross, he ate donuts in dozens. He seemed pretty thoughtful with a real charm and smile. And we walked through the big city blocks asking questions. Where are you from? What do you want to be? And it all felt so easy, like a natural digression. Are we worthy of love? Is love worthy of we? Toward the end of the summer, I hadn't heard from him. I was sad and then mad for a couple of weeks. Then I got a text sometime early in autumn, but that split-second hope very quickly got bleak as he spewed a whole bunch of bullshit about timing and some kind of drama in his family. And though we left the door open for some future aligning, he's worthy of love, but he ain't worthy of me. Well, my name is Kim and I live in the city. I'm worthy of love and love's worthy of me. Yeah, my name is Kim and I live in the city. I'm worthy of love and love's worthy of me. Thanks a bunch.
Give it up for Owen, y'all. John Prine is smiling down after hearing those songs. All right, coming up next, we've got Dan Reifsteck. Give it up for Dan Reifsteck, everybody.
Hi. Is this on? Hello? Check. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so the two songs I'm going to play are off of an EP I'm hoping to get out later this year. One of the songs originally was part of a larger song I wrote 8 years ago, and in the heat of a breakup, and life becomes a lot clearer with distance, and things always make a little bit more sense the further away you get. And it was about last year that I finally started to see where that one song split into two songs, and where there was music that should probably come before it, and words, and music that should go in between, and music that should go afterwards, and everything started to make a little bit more sense. So this is going to be the first song on the EP. It's called I Can Still Feel September. If I could freeze emotions, stretch them out over a lifetime, know how you really made me feel that one September. If I could even capture just how my heart would skip a beat when we would touch with no defenses, I'd feel like we're together. I'd give up all the storms we'd weather, abandon all the friends I treasure now. I never want to live a life so numb, so I must move on. But now it's spun again in someone's arms, a skipping beat. I freeze this welcome song, I knew it wouldn't last for me. How could this fragile touch once again reach its way to me? And how can we move on while still holding so dearly? How can we move on?
could freeze emotions, savor the ever-changing, distance the several heartbreaks. I'd file away the present in favor of tomorrow. I'd see the newest treasures, and I'd take them as my own. Never feel so tethered, or worried of what we'd remember. I never want to live a life so numb, so I must look back. And now I'm spun again in someone's arms, a skipping beat. I freeze this welcome song, I knew it wouldn't last for me. And how could this fragile touch once again reach its way to me? And how can we move on while still holding so dearly? How can we move on? Thank you. Okay, so that's the first song, and then like I said, the second song is the next song up in the album. It's called Where Do We Go? I just remember the times you came my way, how much you cared. Those dreams unconscious but slow enough to flow. Don't go unnoticed. I think I've lost that time. Ooh, ooh. I wouldn't promise that we were built to last, and you kept my word. But if I'm honest, those streams still pan up gold. I still wade in those waters. I don't recall, I can't recall why you don't recall. Don't recall, I can't recall why you don't recall. Can't recall, I can't recall why you don't. If memory's broken, then where do we return? Where do we go? Awesome, thank you so much.
Give it up for Dan, y'all. All right, up next to the stage, we've got Ron Carlson, followed by Cold Kwan. Give it up for Ron, everybody.
Well, howdy, everybody. Pardon me while I take just a moment to set up a little bit. I've been to Passim several times. Probably the first time I was here was, oh, I don't know, probably back about 1975 or so. I think Michael Cooney was the act. Old-time folky. But it's my first time on stage here. So thanks for your patience. All right, that guy's just going to stay down there and I'll take my glasses off. That'll work. No, that's cool. You sure? Yep. All right. I like to do things the hard way. Otherwise, they're not worth doing, you know? This first song of mine, I wrote quite some time ago, actually. And it's a song about the interesting mix of technology and superstition that we all live with. I can remember a time when personal computers were not a thing. You didn't have a cell phone. There wasn't even an internet. The first people I knew who had computers weren't using them for any scientific purpose to speak of. They weren't curing cancer or doing math, or they were doing their horoscopes on them. And I thought that was interesting, this brand new technological breakthrough, and these guys are doing their horoscopes. So I've had to update this song about every decade. I mean, the first verse originally had something about VCRs. Some of you may even know what VCRs are. And I'm a day late because the song is called Groundhog Day. Oh, my friends, it's Groundhog Day. Gonna watch a little critter down in Punxsutawney Way. If he sees his shadow, it'll raise our hopes. If he don't see nothing, we'll moan and mope. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're looking for omens, searching for signs. We believe in magic in the modern times. It's always Groundhog Day. Primitive man once huddled in the dark and tried to coax fire from a little flint spark. Long eons past, we left our caves. Now we're cooking our dinner on microwaves. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're looking for omens, searching for signs. We believe in magic in the modern times. It's always Groundhog Day. I knew you did the lyrics really for this next verse. It's one of the newer verses. From drumming on logs to a beatbox beat. From mammoths painted on walls to mammoth TVs. From rain and lightning, oh how we'd flee. We live in glass towers now, goodbye trees. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're looking for omens, searching for signs. We believe in magic in the modern times. It's always Groundhog Day. Some have never seen a star in a telescope, but they live their lives through a horoscope. Some people need magic that'll never change, science and logic that'll always be strange. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're looking for omens, searching for signs. We believe in magic in the modern times. It's always Groundhog Day. Doppler radar and infrared too. Still, every year come February 2, we push it all aside, give up all control. Watch a little furry critter crawling out of a hole. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're looking for omens and searching for signs, believing in magic in the modern times. It's always Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. We're looking for omens, searching for signs. We believe in magic in the modern times. It's always Groundhog Day. Oh, thank you. These days, I live about a mile away from the birthplace of Clara Barton, who founded the American Red Cross, central Massachusetts town of Oxford. But I grew up, and I admit it to people, there's a 12-step program for it. I grew up in the bumbling metropolis of Worcester. When I was a kid, it was a manufacturing town. The manufacturing was dying, but both my father and grandfather worked at U.S. Steel in Worcester. There were a lot of wire mills in town. A lot of tools were made in Worcester. The U.S. Steel plant was on the south side of Worcester, right in the center of Worcester, pretty much downtown, just a couple of blocks away from Kelly Square, which, if you were to go to Kelly Square now, you would find Polar Ballpark, the minor league park for the Red Sox. But when I was a kid, it was a factory there. It was a Wyman Gordon factory. They made airplane parts, and it was a drop forge. I could hear that drop forge day or night from where I lived. This story is about three of my friends who lived next door to a lady who came here from Poland just before World War II. This is called Mary's Garden. Mary lived next door to us, an immigrant from Poland. Came here just before the war, when the Germans stormed her homeland. She owned the 3-decker where she lived in her small, productive Eden. Tomatoes bloomed, sunflowers grew. She raised them all from seedlings. We were so young, we brothers 3. We thought her frail and ancient. We'd raid her garden on some nights. If she cursed, we mocked her accent. Factory across the street, 3 shifts and seldom quiet. The drop forge hammer filled the air, our white noise background the siren. 3 blocks away from Kelly Square and on to City Hall. From St. Anthony's Lot to Crompton Park, we knew the back roads all. We learned to live, dance, drink and fight, longing just to get away. Mary kept her garden green in the little home she'd made. Houses fell into disrepair, except for Mary's home and garden. Our absentee landlords were happy to sell when the factory came calling to build more lots for their workers' cars. Our homes to the wreckers fell. One by one they tumbled down, but Mary wouldn't sell. Gathered then at Uncle Tom's and raised a toast to that old lady who made the fat cats wait a while and whose garden green's our memory. Mary lived next door to us, immigrant from Poland. Came here just before the war, when the Germans stormed her homeland. Thanks. I'll quickly say, if you do look, I have 2 albums streaming in the real world on Spotify and Pandora and all those good places. And those 2 songs will be on a forthcoming release. Thanks for having me.
Give it up for Ron, everybody. Make sure to check out those records on streaming. All right, finishing up the night, please welcome to the stage Cold Quan.
Hey, Cambridge. How are y'all doing tonight? My name's Cole Kwan. I'm a Chinese-American hip-hop artist. I was born and raised in Quincy, Massachusetts. To just tell a little bit myself, I had a poetry background before I got into hip-hop. I was very inspired by poets like Langston Hughes. I'll know that one poem, particularly, The Dream Deferred. And I'm just gonna, just for I know that this is, from what I can see, this isn't the usual vibe for a hip hop open mic, but it's okay. I've performed in weirder venues, much weirder, and I'm gonna match the vibe of the venue, and I'm gonna perform some of my more introspective, poetic rap songs, for sure. This song is called Ethereal, and this is my most recent song that I dropped the end of last year. I hope you all enjoy. And I'm gonna just play the instrumentals in the background while I rap along. All right, Cambridge, y'all with me? I want to give a shout out to my friend Trey for blessing me with this beautiful beat. Express my mind, speak some things today. Yo. Used to bump the Bose speakers with my bros. You would smoke and get high, go for a ride like the far side. Boats and hoes, I'm trying to get my boots over snow, cross the black ice as Alaska, Russia in a past life. Pop out the ground like stalagmites, hang tight. It's a bumpy road, still see the light. Y'all talk being alpha or beta. I'm more worried about my omega fatty acids. Swallow my pride like an antacid. Hard to stomach, difficult to digest. But living righteous not supposed to be easy. Day to day breezy, let the wind carry me. Don't resist nor react. If you fold, redirect your breath and get back on track, then persist. Wanna scratch the itch, but rather twitch, then relapse to bad habits. Y'all gotta win and try to triumph over sin. No things will work out. Go sing behind the curtains. Used to think that I was all alone. Then I broke out my shell like an abalone. A rolling stone looking for his place in this world. Put down roots, let them grow, call it home. Yeah, honor those watching from above. They gave me love, I'm extending it to everybody else. Discipline's the highest form of self-love. So love yourself, go love yourself. Cause you to think I wasn't worth loving. Lacks oxygen, has subconsciously shit back to a blank slate. I'm not here to gossip, I'm here cause I want to cause a blossom. Late bloom, extending off branch to you, then create. When the bouquet's done, give unsung heroes flowers and atoning for the woman that I ghosted like a cow. Almost 30, haven't dropped an album yet, but not sweating it. Cause when the time comes, it'll come to my benefit. Patience is a virtue, I've been told. Become a virtuoso, cook it up flows like risotto. Gobble it up like a Komodo dragon when it has to eat. Appetite as big as my heart, let's all have a feast. Pass the bread like it's the last supper, but no Judas in our circle, keep the company discreet. We'll all meet again someday, somewhere, if not in this life, the next one. Peace until then, friend. Used to think that I was all alone, then I broke out my shell like an abalone. A rolling stone looking for his place in this world. Put down roots, let them grow, call it home. Yeah, honor those watching from above. They gave me love, I'm extending it to everybody else. Discipline's the highest form of self-love. So love yourself, go love yourself, cause that song's ethereal, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Now I just realized I can project my voice better when I'm standing up, so I'm not gonna sit down for this. So I generally perform standing up too, but this is gonna be my second and last song called Metamorphosis. When I was going through a very, I would say, very intentional for the positive change in my life, just shifting priorities and my music style, which was more like trap aggressive stuff, to more peaceful, poetic hip hop. Turn up the instrumental volume if you guys can. All right, Cambridge, y'all with me for my last song? Metamorphosis. Yo. Living in the moment is the power of the now. Never seen things broken cause my hope is so unbound. But all's on my phone, I need to get attached. Take a step aside, then sit and feel the grass. Living an equation for every situation. If life was mathematic, it would probably quadratic. Sermon in a known high power universal pull. I'm a Ronin and a Shonen, and atonement is the track list. In the traffic at a crossroad stagnant, I just had to clear the static. Paralyzed by an action from the contrast of polarity. Found the balance, was saved by the passion. Perhaps an aphrodisiac, had to crack out the shell, cause the world is your oyster. Time to break the mold and repair fallen moisture. And a Princess Mononoke monster growing over boulders and restoring from the aftermath of ashes that have smoldered. Can feel our spirits intertwine. Life can be hard, but right now things are fine. No care in the world when love is in the air. Let the smile radiate, glow up with no fear. If the sun don't shine, you don't have to stay cold. I'ma give you my light. We can go and break the mold. If the sun don't shine, you don't have to stay cold. I'ma give you my light. We can go and break the mold. A funky homo sapien with words like hieroglyphics. The disciple, the cipher, go decipher my lyrics. It was written in authentic, so not cognitive and dissonance. I'm listening. Sorry if you're toxic, keep a distance. And I got so many rhymes, but can never be complacent. Life is parallel to hell, and heaven is adjacent. So be prosperous, not just material, but spiritual. Surrounded by your loved ones when it's time for your burial. Survived by your kind, idolized by your kin. Living on with pride, knowing you provide for your kid. Putting in the grind to make it a reality. No fantasy, so manifest a message. Sending stamped express mail to the Oracle of Delphi. Fortune telling Espy, future looking bright. My perception blessed and healthy. Whether law of attraction or confirmation bias, just know that the cards that were dealt with don't define us. Can feel our spirits intertwine. Life can be hard, but right now things are fine. No care in the world when love is in the air. Let the smile radiate, glow up with no fear. If the sun don't shine, you don't have to stay cold. I'ma give you my light. We can go and break the mold. If the sun don't shine, you don't have to stay cold. I'ma give you my light. We can go and break the mold. Feel our spirits intertwine. Yeah, everything is fine. Cause love is in the air. Glow up with no fear. Sun don't shine, you don't have to stay cold. I'ma give you my light. We can go and break the mold. If the sun don't shine, you don't have to stay cold. I'ma give you my light. We can go and break the mold. Thanks, y'all. That's Metamorphosis. I appreciate y'all with the support and being open-minded to, I guess, not typical genre here, but you can find me everywhere: YouTube, Spotify, all type of streaming platforms, social media at Cold Kwan, KOLD, KWAN. And thank you, Cambridge and Club Passim, for your time. I appreciate it.
Give it up for Cold Kwan, y'all. All right, we got one more person coming up to the stage. What's your name? What's your last name, Walker? Sorry, Walker Wright. Walker Wright. All right, give it up for Walker, everyone. Great stuff, man.
Sorry to take up extra time. I was actually just coming from drinking and drawing over at Zone 3. So, busy night, busy day, really. I don't know if you've ever been to Zone 3 before, but that event I was talking about, they present you with a challenge and they give you complimentary drinks, so you have to bring out your best artistic elements out there. I don't know how many of you are artists, but I'm not judging you for that, but I encourage everyone who's attending this venue to really bring out your artistry. So just keep that in mind. It's near the Trader Joe's near Harvard Stadium, if you need some sense of direction for that. So, yeah. All right. Gonna keep this quick. Just doing a cover. This song is called I Am Sad, So Very, Very Sad. So sad! Thank you. All right. If you didn't know Scott Pilgrim versus the World, then you missed the joke. All right, I'm doing this song because tomorrow me and the band are doing a shoot for this one for Tiny Desk on NPR. So this is rehearsal. Oh, I didn't get the tune. I'm sorry. Thanks. Whoa! I just put on these strings today, so that's why, you know. That's better. Really just trying to make sure we're high quality for tomorrow, so. No, what? was so close. Yo, jeez. That B string is always trouble. Sorry, okay. Thank you for bearing with me. I should have just stuck with that cover. One, two, three, four, take me out of here. One back down, I'm breaking right in. On track now, I'm steering my head to the town, to the town. Free from school, but I gotta quit again. Rock revive, I'm doing my end. Video games, anime, and friends, I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm fine. Ooh, yeah. I'll tell you how to do it right. Selling yourself at night. Inspiration to ride and rock on. And all you do is dream on, dream on, dream on and on and on. You say my voice is clear. Wash my nose, don't suck it right in. Leave this mind intact so I can hold on and go on and move on. Ooh, yeah. I'll tell you how to do it right. Selling yourself at night. Inspiration to ride and rock on. And all you do is dream on, dream on, dream on and on and on. Ooh, yeah. I'll tell you how to do it right. And selling yourself at night. Inspiration to ride and rock on. And all you do is dream on, dream on, dream on and on and on. Thank you. Pardon the strings, just.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Hope you had a good time at the Passim Open Mic Night. I believe that is all. So get home safely and enjoy the rest of your week, folks.
Better get